Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Jimmy and this is the 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLE. Of course, in the convertible. The CLE is, well, a replacement for both the C as well as the E-Class convertibles, as it doesn't really make sense for Mercedes to keep both vehicles in the brand. This is actually a little bit bigger than the previous generation E-Class convertible. So don't let the name fool you, because this is actually quite a spacious machine. So let me tell you everything you need to know, starting with some of the looks. The CLE, while it is a completely new vehicle, it really doesn't departure much from the Mercedes lineup. You still get the Mercedes grille and these amazing digital light LED lights up front. On the side, you get a plethora of different wheel choices. These are the 20s, and actually I think they look quite good. A styling choice that I absolutely love is this crease line. It's very, very heavy here, then basically blends into nothing right here in the center, then comes right back out over this quarter panel. Lovely. In the back, well, I love this top deck. It's basically like a yacht. The Burmeister audio is up here. No, you don't get teak decking, but it's still quite nice, especially with the chrome surround. Neatly integrated third brake light on the top. Of course, you got your LED tail lamps on the side, and I do have to say, not a fan of this, but you get fake exhaust tips on the bottom. It is what it is. It's a Mercedes. Press the top of the three-pointed star and you get access to the trunk. It's decent in terms of size. With the top down as it is right now, you get 9.6 cubic feet of space. And if you fold the top up, this piece goes away. That expands to 14.5. However, those are just numbers and they don't matter. What matters is this can still fit a set of golf clubs. The way that this is designed allows you to put a set of clubs with no problems. Definitely thinking of their audience. Inside, well, the CLE is essentially the C-Class. Not that it's a bad thing, because the materials in here, the wood, this is all very, very nice. The seats are very comfortable. They hold you in quite well. This doesn't have all the options. So while I do have heated seats and air scarf right here in the center, I don't get cooled seats or massaging. The rear, I mean, myself at 5'11", I can still fit inside and back, well, behind myself. So even if you want to carry people, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. In front of me, your typical Mercedes steering wheel. I personally don't like these touch buttons that they got going on here. Not a fan of that. They don't do exactly what you want, so it's a little annoying. However, for most of the time, you're not adjusting the dials, and the, well, touchscreen in the center is much easier to use than this kind of BlackBerry nub here on the steering wheel. But you do get a very nice cluster. It's quite customizable. You got different layouts and whatnot. You still get a heads-up display, and that does show you quite a bit of information, including turn-by-turn navigation. The center stack, because it is a convertible, there's a button here to tilt it so that you don't get all the reflections and whatnot. It's a smart idea, but it does, I mean, let's be honest, it does look a little funky when it's fully upright. However, put it down, then it's more neatly integrated into the dash itself. Speaking of the dash, this wood, it is an optional extra, but it is so nice. You can get like a glossy black plastic and some other stuff, but this is definitely the way to go. You do get two cup holders in the middle. However, the one on the left is absolutely tiny. Great for like a small soda can, but anything of a regular size soda, you can't fit in there. You also have the Qi wireless charger back here, but because the opening is relatively small, it's actually a little hard to get into. But you do get your USB-C ports in here, and you get another USB-C port right here in the center, so you don't really need to use those, but I mean, your mileage may vary on that. Powering the CLE, well, you got different options there. There's 3 different powertrains. This is the base 300. You can also get the 450 as well as the 53, but this powertrain I think suits the CLE the best. It has 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Made it to that 9-speed automatic and all-wheel drive. Driving the CLE is, well, exactly what you imagine a Mercedes driving experience should be. It's quiet, it's comfortable. Even with the roof down, the windows up, and no deflector in place, it's very manageable here at city speeds. Of course, you can press a button in the center that pulls up the deflector in the back, as well as above on the A-pillar. And with one press, well, gotta hold it at least, you can have all your windows go up. And now you don't have to shout to the people around you. You can have a very casual conversation. Minimal buffeting. It just, well, other than a little bit more wind above you, it feels like a normal car. It's not like super loud or anything like that. This is a very enjoyable experience. Of course, if, you know, Vancouver weather, when it starts raining, which it might do at any second here, you can pull that roof up. And you can do that while driving too. So you can just press a button on the center and watch the roof magically come up. It's pretty quick too. What is also pretty quick is actually the vehicle. It's surprisingly fast getting to highway speeds. Now, it's not like push you back into your seat, like absolutely like just rip your face off type of fast. This is, well, this is a sophisticated type of fast. As, well, let's demonstrate here. There's no cars in front of us. I will put a dynamic on sport. A little bit of left foot braking. Pretty quick. It's more than quick enough for a CLE 300. Now, like I said, if you want something quicker before it, you got options. You got the 450. You also got the 53. But those who are actually looking for a performance convertible, I feel like they'll gravitate towards, well, the BMW 4 Series. This is a comfortable vehicle, and comfort and luxury is first. Now, I'm not saying the BMW 4 Series isn't comfortable nor luxurious, but when comparing to this is definitely better. I'm going over pretty rough, like not terrain, but like just concrete slabs here. It's not bad at all. The suspension soaks up so much of that. It's actually a very enjoyable driving experience. The only thing that you might not enjoy is maybe the price point. Because, well, as spec'd here, it's like 85,000 Canadian dollars. It's a pretty penny. And this isn't even like the top spec. You can add more to this. This doesn't have that adaptive safety suite that you can get. It doesn't have a few other things as well. But like, you can add more to actually what is already a really spec'd out CLE. But that's typical Mercedes, right? You don't get into a Mercedes thinking the base price of 70,000 something Canadian, that's what you're going to be walking out with. You're going to be spending a few more pennies to get all the options you want. But once you get what you want, I gotta admit, this is really nice. I did an E-Class convertible review a few years back. Great vehicle, loved it. Dynamically, sure, it wasn't as good as some others, but it's a very good luxury touring vehicle. And this, well, sure, they blended the C-Class and the E-Class together. I don't think it's that big of a downgrade comparing to the E-Class of yesteryear. This is still a really, really good option if you're looking for a coupe or a convertible Mercedes. In any case, I think that's really it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of this whole merger of the C and E class? Is it blasphemy? Should it just actually be a dedicated C class and a dedicated E class? I know a lot of people miss the C63. No word of a CLE 63 just yet, but who knows about the future, right? In any case, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.